First, excess acidity is neutralized, often in less than 1 minute. Then other ingredients, dissolving more slowly, ease gastric distress, soothe and protect irritated stomach membranes. So for both quick and prolonged relief from acid indigestion, be sure to have Bismarex in your medicine cabinet. That's Bismarex, Bismarex, at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
Mr. Brown, I'm so enjoying my trip around New York. I guess I've seen just everything.
Well, Miss Benson, we is covered a lot of territory.
Mr. Brown, what say we sit here on the bench and rest a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Brown, you don't have to sit so far away from me. Sit a little closer.
Yeah.
There. Isn't that much more cozy?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Mr. Brown, Andy, you're really awfully sweet.
I is, huh?
You're just one of the cutest men I ever met.
I is, huh?
About one of the handsomest, darlingest men I...
Hold it.
What's the matter?
Let's get out of here before I start double-crossing the whole United States government.
Well, Andy, been showing that Benson gal around town for 4 days now. I'll have $70 by the end of the week. I wonder what's in the local newspaper today. Here's the gossip column. Say here, our friend Andrew H. Brown has been seeing the sights with a certain cute out-of-town tourist. From the way they has been billing and cooing, looks like they is making beautiful music together. Holy mackerel. Ain't liable to spill the beans. Beautiful music. I got to cut that boy off before he lullaby me out of $70 here.
Come in. It's open.
Oh, good morning, Brother Andy.
Oh, hi, Kingfish. I just soak on my feet here. Since I've been doing all that walking, they really swole up on me, boy. I wonder if the FBI lets you put mustard on your expense account.
Andy, never mind your feast, boy. I come over here to talk to you. And Andy, I want you to look at me not as your superior officer in the FBI, but, well, more as a father to you.
Yeah, well, what's up, Daddy?
Well, Andy, it has come to me through certain channels that you has been indulging in the most hideous crime in the history of the FBI. Spy smooching.
Well, Kingfish, I just can't believe that a sweet gal like Melinda Ann is a spy. And she says she's crazy about me, too.
Andy, I see it all now. She's using the same tactics on you that Matter Harry used on Benedict Arnold. Yep, that's that. She is using her feminine charm to undermine the country.
That is what happened to Benedict Arnold?
Oh, yeah, Andy. Matter Harry done turned poor Benny's head. Yeah, she done led him on so much that when the FBI broke in on him, he was proposing marriage to her and giving her state secrets at the same time. And believe me, Andy, the FBI acted right then and there.
Yeah, they caught him in the middle of the proposal, huh?
Yes, Andy, Benedict Arnold was the only spy in history that was ever hung in a kneeling position.
Yeah, well, listen, Kingfish. Melinda Ann can't be that type. She is so sweet and gentle.
Well, now, that's just the impress she give you, Andy. Now, the last agent we had on her trail made the same mistake you did. And one night in Philadelphia, he made the mistake of kissing her. 2 minutes later, he was dead.
Holy mackerel, Kingfish. What'd she do? Shoot him?
No, Andy, the nearest thing we could figure out was that she had a hypodermic needle in her pivot tooth. Yes, Andy. She done fanged the boy into Never Never Land.
Holy smokes, Kingfish. I didn't realize that she was that kind of woman. If she do any spying while I'm around, I'm going to turn her right smack over to the police.
That's the spirit, Andy.
Yes, sir. And if temptation gets too much for me and I feels like smooching with her, I'm going to make her take her bridge work out first.
Say, Andy.
Oh, hello, Amos. Hi. old boy.
Where's you been, boy? I ain't seen you around.
Well, via sorry, I can't talk to you, Amos. I ain't talked to nobody these days. I don't want to get hung in no kneeling position.
Excuse me, Andy. I'm afraid I didn't get the gist of what you just said. You say you didn't want to get put in what kind of, what was that?
Look, Amos, stop pumping me. Ain't going to get you nowhere. You ain't supposed to know that I is chasing spies for the FBI.
Chasing spies?
Yeah, and this one is a real danger spy. She's worse than that other one, that Mattress Harry.
Wait a minute here, Andy. You say you was working for the FBI?
Yeah, and Amos, if you hear anybody eating breakfast on a flaming sword, let me know. Hey, Kingfish, I want to see you right away.
Yeah, well, come on in the office, Andy. What's up, old boy?
Kingfish, you know I've been watching that gal spy, Melinda Ann Benson, like a hawk, don't you?
Oh, yeah, fine work, Andy. You're really on the job, boy.
I'll say I is, and I done turned her over to the police this morning.
Yeah, well, that's fine, Andy. Like I said, you done turned her over to the police.
Yes, sir. She say she wanted to see the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and I took her over there. She had this camera with her, and all of a sudden she started snapping pictures of the battleships. So I done called the police, swore out a warrant, and had her thrown in jail.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's calm down here, Andy. You ain't telling me here that you done gone berserk and had somebody arrested, is you?
Yeah, you see, and listen, if that's Mr. J. Edgar Vacuum Cleaner, tell him what I done too, will you?
Hello?
Hello, this is Melinda Ann Benson.
I can explain everything.
You're not going to explain anything. I got myself a lawyer, and I'm going to sue you and that Andy Brown for $5,000 for false arrest.
Well, now, listen,
I'll see you in court. Goodbye.
Andy, that was Melinda Ann Benson.
Oh, boy, that gal is in plenty trouble, ain't she? What's my next case, Kingfish?
Well, I think it'll come up in court in a couple of days. Let's go over and see our lawyer, Calhoun.
And now, here is your Rexall family druggist.
During the winter months, I like to remind my customers about a guaranteed Rexall product that can be invaluable in your household. MI-31 is Rexall's famous multi-purpose antiseptic. Valuable in winter as a gargle. MI-31 kills germs on contact when used full strength. Useful the year round as an antiseptic of many purposes. MI-31 is an effective mouthwash, breath deodorant, and first aid dressing. Rexall MI-31 is truly the multi-purpose antiseptic. Yet you get a full pint at the same price as other brands of smaller quantity. So for your family's mouthwash, gargle, and all-round antiseptic, ask for Rexall MI-31. Available at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
Remember, friends, you can depend on any product that bears the name Rexall.
Quiet in the courtroom, please. Quiet.
Before we proceed with the case of Melinda Ann Benson versus George Stevens and Andrew H. Brown, I request that the lawyer for the defense, Mr. Calhoun, remove his feet from the counsel table.
No, yes, sir. I just relaxing here. Had a bad night last night. Didn't get home till 4 o'clock this morning.
Will the attorney for Miss Benson continue with his questioning?
Thank you, Your Honor. And now, Miss Benson, will you tell the court just what happened when you arrived in New York?
Well, when I come up here on my vacation, I intended to visit some distant relatives of my mama's, but I couldn't locate them, so I decided to see New York.
I see. Well, go on.
Well, these men told me they were sightseeing guides, and they charged me $10 a day and made me walk all over New York. Then right out of a clear blue sky, they had me arrested and thrown in jail.
That'll be all, Miss Benson.
Thank you.
If Mr. Calhoun cares to cross-examine the plaintiff, he may do so.
Yes, sir. Hold everything. Be up there in a minute.
Get up there, Calhoun, and go to work.
Yeah, get us out of this mess, boy.
Boys, I gonna start some fireworks. Watch me go into action. I got a question to ask her that'll blow this case wide open. I'll stake my legal reputation on this question.
Will the defense attorney please proceed?
Yes, sir. I was right here. Now, Miss Benson, is it not true that under the notorious alias of Two Gun Bronson, you served an 8-year stretch in the Ohio Penitentiary for armed robbery in 1926?
I hardly think so. I wasn't born till 1928.
Well, there goes my legal reputation. That's all. Your Honor, could I call one of the defendants, Mr. George Stevens, back to the stand?
Of course.
Mr. Stevens, come up and take the stand. Step up there, bud.
Yeah, what you want to ask me, Calhoun?
Now, Mr. Stevens, when this poor innocent girl first walked into your office, you had no intentions of frauding her out of her savings, did you?
No, sir, I did not.
Well, just when did you get the idea of jipping her?
Your Honor, I object to my lawyer asking me that question.
Yes, Counselor. It does seem a rather peculiar question to ask your client.
All right. No more questions. Get off the stand, bud, while you got a chance.
Your Honor, as attorney for the plaintiff, I'd like to have the other defendant, Mr. Brown, take the stand for a few final questions.
Very well.
He wants you up there, Andy.
Yeah.
Man, keep your big mouth shut, too, dummy.
Mr. Brown, are you prepared to answer a few questions?
Yeah, as long as they is the ones that I rehearsed with my lawyer.
Mr. Brown, you'll answer any questions asked you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brown, just what reason did you have for causing Miss Benson's arrest?
Well, I had to do it. It was my duty. You see, I is a FBI man.
I object, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
Mr. Brown posing as an FBI man is another crime entirely. I think we ought to find him guilty on this one first.
Your Honor, excuse me, but I'd like to ask a legal question.
Yes, Mr. Stevens.
What can we do to stop our lawyer from defending us?
I think to avoid further confusion, it might be advisable if you withdrew from the case.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to get out of here. My time is valuable. I got 3 more cases I got to lose yet today. Oh, boys, you was on your own.
Your Honor, sir, I wonder if me and Mr. Brown, if we got together with Miss Benson, if we could kind of settle this here thing out of court.
Well, I'm sure if that's agreeable to Miss Benson and to her attorney, it'd be a much better way of settling this case. Yes, the court hereby orders this case be temporarily suspended until such time as...
Well, Well, Andy, here's my house. Thanks for walking me home, boy.
Yeah, well, we sure got out of that mess, didn't we, settling out of court?
Yeah, now all we got to do is lay low till that Melinda Ann Benson